Converting potential catastrophe into a flawless dismount. Alright, looks like it is... Whoop! Oh, hey, good job. I will be real. I have watched so many grandmothers get taken away by the tide. Like, you know, they live, but like they get swept away, that it's nice to see it in reverse. The tide just politely putting somebody back up. Like, people say the moon is haunted, that the moon is a jerk, that they're gonna punch the moon with their moon jujitsu, but right here we have proof. The oceans and the moon working together to get people safely back to land. And I think that's beautiful. That's a wonderful character arc for a celestial body and what is basically fish soup. Hello everybody and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Lumo and today we are looking at r/BetterEveryLoop. A subreddit dedicated to GIFs and images. I guess not images, because images are still, but GIFs and movies that just every time you watch them, the quality, your enjoyment, it just goes up and up and up. Like stocks, it can only go up. Let's just get right into it. Skateboarding over Jersey barrier. Alright, doing a little skate, gonna floop. Hey! I will be real. I'm not sure if it's the Tony Hawk games or what, but I find skateboarding disproportionately satisfying to like any other street sport. I don't know what it is. Something about the velocity, the execution, the amount of just thinking that has to go into it, all while looking somewhat nonchalant. I love it. I'm a big fan of it. A YouTuber I used to watch did skateboarding videos all the time, and I was always just completely on board with it because I was like, this is cool. This is sick. This requires coordination I'll never have. You want to know what's something that I did want as a kid and just I'm happy I never got? Not Heelys. I still want those as an adult and I still might buy them as an adult. But very specifically, soap shoes. That might sound familiar to some of you. If it does, you are entitled to AARP benefits. But they were shoes that were supposed to let you grind on rails. Just wholesale, right? And you probably heard of them because of Sonic Adventure 2 being sponsored by them. I wanted them so much as a kid, and my mom was like, not only is this a fad, it is dangerous, you will hurt yourself. And she was right on both accounts. Zotrope Animation! Oh, it's one of these! Okay, these are super cool. Basically, due to the way that, like, eyeballs work, when you spin something like this super fast with all the individual frames of animation, our eyes put together the gaps to make it look like it's actually in motion. So first of all, this is cool as hell. Just straight up and down, this is sick, and the amount of craft that has to go into this before attaching it to a vacuum motor, a lot. Is this a vacuum motor? I don't know what kind of motor they used, but either way, it's really cool. I really admire the artistry in these because it's always like, you know, how do I put this? When you do 2D animation, you have onion skins that let you see the previous frame. You don't have that when you're sculpting. Physical animation, like specifically doing something like this, where it's not like you have the previous frame for like direct reference. It's just cool. I'm not articulating my thoughts properly, but this is sick as hell. Ben Cappy's flawless trick. Oh, all right, on the rail. Whoa. All right. No, that was flawless. That's cool as... I need to stop saying cool as hell to all of these, but that is sick. That is phenomenal. Actually, just flipping the board around the rail. That is going to show up in a Tony Hawk game if they're still making those. Yeah, by the way, I need to get this out there. Y'all know Tony Hawk started doing NFTs? I've never been more disappointed to see him do a gap, because frankly, the gap between two buildings is neat. But the gap between people who like NFTs and people who have NFTs, too great. I don't like that. Why'd you do that, Tony? You could be doing this. You could be flipping boards around rails. Instead, you're selling monkeys. Very disappointed. The glass octopus is a cephalopod found in tropical and subtropical waters around the world, and the species gets its name for its nearly transparent body. Visible are its optic nerves, eyes, digestive tract, gold-colored dermal spots. The glass octopus is found at depths ranging from 200 to 3,000 meters. Okay, before I start this video, I just want to say, that is such a weird length of organs. You got your eyes, your optic nerves, your intestines, and then your spots. Gee, what kind of organs do you need? I need a freckle transplant, man. Anyway. All right. That's cool. That's actually cool. I like the fact that the suckers, thanks to the way that like the shading works, the suckers just appear bioluminescent. I'm not sure if they are or not, but it looks cool. So I'm gonna say that they are, and you're just gonna have to accept that I'm not a scientist who knows science things. Oh, wait, I see the gold-colored dermal spots. They really are just freckles. That's cool. That's genuinely cool. Look, All I'm saying is it's really great to have opposable thumbs, but I feel like in terms of what nature can offer us, we might have missed out on some really cool things. This dude can use a calculator. He's got brains, he can think, but he can also fit through incredibly tight spaces, and he has gold-colored dermal spots. I mean, you don't have gold-colored dermal spots. That's the failing of the human race, really. When some species of snails hatch, as is the case with the giant West African snail, the young will eat their own casings, and occasionally will consume those of their siblings. I like animals hatching. It's a very satisfying experience. Come on, eat your way out, little buddy. The one closest to us has already started that process. The guy in the back, though, is trying to get used to it. Come on out, you disgusting little footman. Come on, you can get out. You've got one big foot. Use it to climb out. Use it to create the shell. Here he comes. There's the boy. Oh my god, look at that little hippo head go. Look, I'm just saying, snails are just like weird little guinea pigs. Or rabbits. Some people say rabbits. I don't know, their head reminds me more of a guinea pig. Either way, look at this little man go. You can see the shell entering his body too, which is kind of trippy. But I need to take this moment as this little buddy eats his way to freedom to talk about the comments not knowing that snails hatch out of eggs. I mean, I can kind of... Oh, there he goes eating his brother's shell. I can kind of understand it. Like, I'll be real. It's not exactly something that you would think about. But, like, you really think a snail is giving live birth? Like, straight up, that's a question. The comments seem genuinely surprised that something that isn't mammalian is hatching from an egg, and that strikes me as weird. That strikes me as something failing halfway through the educational system. Bunny hopping the fence! Oh, it's not a rabbit, it's sports. Alright. Bump. Oh! Whoa! Oh my god! Okay! That was a near miss. That was almost a fatal accident, because that was right at the neckline. Terrifying. Terrifying. I would have preferred a video of a rabbit. There'd be less almost death involved. Honestly though, again, cool as hell. Anyone doing something sports related, even if it goes wrong, it's still a feat of coordination, strength, and dexterity. Like, this is all of the stats that make your strength build in Dark Souls better. But I don't have them. I couldn't do this. So that's why I find this cool as hell. Like, good for you. You're putting in the practice even though you almost killed that very fast man. Jamaron and the Memphis Grizzlies. I hope I pronounced that name right. All right, around the world, throws it. And, oh! You were watching the wrong person. Is that a legal move? I mean, I guess it is a legal move because it happened in a game. But whenever, like, I stopped dribbling for a second in school, they're always like, hey, that's traveling. It's like, nah, that's just behind my back. It might be a real thing. It might just be a thing that people can do. In fact, it is. We can see it right here. But man, that's really cool. That is a lot of skill, and it's super great. Like, if you look, the defender is watching the wrong person. And by the time the ball jumps over him, that's it. That's game. The ball is in. That's cool. That's amazing. Good touchdown. Oh, fabulous to fail. All right, misses entirely, but maintains composure. Like, I'm sure the flag was supposed to have some level of wind, so when this procedure was done, you know, they could salute behind it, the flag would come up revealing the soldier who pulled it out, but just like, oh my god, I will admit, full commitment to it. And that's probably the most impressive part. I would not be able to focus if this happened. I would be giggling like an idiot. But that's probably why I'm not in the military, in any country. Not even my own, which is where you would expect it to be. Man, I'm just impressed at the commitment to just like, hold, and he's out of here. All right, having a nice cup of tea, walking across and gone. Why? I don't understand. Why does gravity take this one man in particular? Apparently, this was obviously it's a scripted bit. But the thing is that's a stunt man getting hit by a fighter jet's engine. This man is taking jet force winds, like strong hurricane force winds, and he's just gone. He's just gone forever. That's just, oh, this is from the new Jackass movie. Huh. Neat. At least according to the comments. I haven't watched... No, not the... This is from Jackass 3D according to the comments. I don't know if that's the new one or not. I have never watched a Jackass movie. I guess I should put that out there now. I've never watched one. So if that's not the new one, and it probably isn't, because I think the new one is Jackass Forever, then I apologize. But 3D had a jet engine stunt man. And I think that's beautiful. Whee! Get that parkour. Is this a postage stamp? What? I'm zooming in. I can count the individual pixels. Also, this is just amazing. This is just amazing. Little known Kalbus fact. I used to be a gymnast. In my much younger years. I used to be able to do a front flip from standing. Now I'm just fat. But the thing is every Saturday, if you had to take extra lessons, the gym was rented out to like a parkour crew who would set up like a little mini city of obstacles and just power through it. And they were probably the nicest guys I have ever met, because if you had any interest, they would teach you. It was genuinely wonderful. I think setups like this are fantastic. I think the craft is cool. 10 out of 10. Keep running fast. Go fast. Escape the city on its roofs. And that's all the time we have for you today on Kalbus. If you like this, loop the video. It's better. It's better if you loop it every time. If you want more r/BetterEveryLoop, there'll be another one popping up on your screen in just a couple of seconds. But until then, my name has been Lumo. Share this with a friend. I got the call out order at the end of this wrong, and I hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a great rest of your day.